I do not strive for relatability, and neither should you. Here's why. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Imani. And if you think about it, relatability is can be summed up like this in one word, if you will. Mediocrity. Why do I say this? If everybody can relate to you, that means you are doing what everybody else is doing. Now, the 99%, one would argue, is not doing what they necessarily, you know, they're not doing what they necessarily, what's in their heart to do. They're not following their dreams. They're doing what they can do to survive, to put some food on the table, to keep the lights on. And, for a time, I don't mind that because you know what? You're surviving. But there comes a point, right, in a young lass's life. No, there comes a point in general that just surviving is almost like doing the opposite of what it's supposed to do. Like surviving can strictly surviving, right? Not living life can feel, what's the opposite of surviving? Can feel very toxic and deadly. And I'm sure science backs this up by I think I've heard somewhere, somehow, I don't know, fact check me or not. But I've heard through the grapevine that having your nervous system in a constant state of survival mode leads to actual health problems. Actually, like stress of the world can seep into your body and cause your body to have adverse effects that wasn't there before, but it was caused by stress. Case in point, bro, did you know that you could have a heart attack or a stroke because of stress? Dude. And don't ask me how I know that, bro. Don't ask me how I know that. Actually, I'll tell you. It's not from me. That was literally from witnessing one of my family members just go through some stress and then catch a stroke, bro. Are you kidding me right now? That's nuts. Anyway, that's besides the point. And that's a different story for a different day. But I'm wanting to get back to the mediocrity of it all, right? The relatability of it all, as I said before. Yeah, relatability is being able to, relatability is only relatable because everybody does it. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be relatable to some people because obviously somebody has gone through what you're going through in this life, at least one person, right? And I think it's good to be relatable to a niche set of people. But if you are relatable to 99% of people, babe, get it together, honestly. If I'm looking down, I have some notes. So yeah, my first point is being relatable, too relatable, and that's the caveat right there. Being too relatable is poison to the social well-being and the mind of a creative and or a dreamer. Just like I said before, when your mind is steeped in of caring about what other people think and doing what everybody else does and having the exact same experience as 9 out of 10 people in the world, you are stripped of your uniqueness. You are stripped of your, you're just stripped of what makes you you. And you just become a white picket fence, cookie cutter, run of the mill, Joe Schmo that everybody can relate to. You become predictable, and that's boring. As a creative, as an artist, as a dreamer, Babe, do not fall into the trap of, oh, well, in order to make your stuff pop off on socials, or in order for your paintings to do this X, Y, and Z, in order for you to go viral or whatever, what have you. Don't you need to be relatable. Like, calm down. Again, being too relatable is definitely a poison. Don't fall for the trap. All right, point number 2. And I touched on this already, but like, most people live miserable lives and they are doing nothing to change it. You better not be. If you're listening to me or you're watching my video right now, you better not be relatable to that. Because like, just like what I'm saying, 99%, the only way to be one extraordinary, to enjoy your life and enjoy what you do, is actually going after the stuff that you said that you're going to go after. And how many people in this world can say they do that? 1%. I'm generous if I say 10%, but I'll just say 10% just for the sake of it. 10% of people, 1 out of 10 people actually follow what their heart desires. Not even their heart, but they're following what they're supposed to be doing. You know, they're not. And I know I rag on 9-to-5s, because I was gonna say who's stuck in a 9-to-5 that they hate, but the caveat is the underlying end of that sentence. They hate. They're stuck doing something that they do not want to do. And again, that comes back full circle. If that situation is you right now, and you know what, let me put my foot off the gas a little bit. If that's you right now and you doing what you got to do on the side because you got to fund your bills and you have to put some bread in your pocket, and you're actually funding the dream, this ain't for you, boo. Like, this is not for you. But what I'm talking about is you are stuck watching videos on YouTube, watching me on YouTube, day in, day out, but you are not doing what you got to do to better your situation, to do what you like, to buy a van, do van life, buy a van, convert it, and do van life across the country. Like, babe, like, you are becoming too relatable to people that you don't want to be. And that is the dangerous thing. Relatability in the big context, being like the 99% of people in the world, being like 9 out of 10 people, is being like people that you don't want to be like. I can guarantee you, people that you look up to are the 1% or the 10%, me being generous, in their respective fields. They are not even the outlier. They're just the people that said, I'm not doing this, and their actions backed up what they said. So yeah, do not be relatable. At least don't be relatable to too many people for too long. All right, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love you lots. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Bye.